Alright, so it took me 3 weeks to test 50 commands and bring you the best 10. And stick around till the end because the last one, trust me, it's crazy. Alright, let's start. First up, path ping. This is like ping's big brother. While ping just checks if a site is reachable, path ping shows you every router your data passes through. It's showing the exact route my internet traffic takes from my computer to Google. First, the data leaves my PC, then goes to my home router. After that, it passes through my ISP's local and internal routers. Some routers in the middle do not reply to ping requests, which shows 100% loss. But that does not mean there is a problem. It only means ping is blocked on those devices. The important part is the final hops, which shows 0% packet loss and very low latency, proving that the connection is stable, fast, and healthy all the way to Google. Next, powercfg/energy. This command analyzes your PC for 60 seconds and generates a detailed energy efficiency report. The report saves as an HTML file. Just open it and boom, every power issue explained. This one is cool. Type prompt and your name $G. This lets you customize your command prompt text. Now instead of C user, it says ghost, small flex but fun. Moving forward, ends lookup. This command reveals the IP address behind any website. Type ends lookup website name. YouTube resolves to this IP. You can also use it to check if your DNS is working properly or if a website is actually down. Next up, traceIt, short for traceroute. This shows you the exact path your internet traffic takes to reach a website, every single hop, router by router. traceIt shows the exact path my internet traffic takes from my computer to YouTube. The data first goes to my home router, then passes through my ISP's network, international gateways, and finally reaches Google's YouTube servers. Some routers do not reply to traceroute requests, which shows stars, but that does not mean a problem. As long as the final destination responds, the connection path is working correctly. Compact/compactos : always. This enables Windows compression and can free up gigabytes of space without deleting anything. It will take some time. Hear what it's saying. Windows compressed system files to make them smaller and free up storage space. About 57,000 files were compressed, saving nearly 4 gigabytes of disk space without deleting anything. The 1.7:1 ratio just means the files now take less space, which is normal and good. There may be a very tiny CPU impact, but on modern PCs, you usually won't notice any slowdown. Next up, driver query/SI. This shows you signed driver information, basically verifying all your drivers are legitimate and not tampered with. If you see false in the signed column, that driver might be problematic or even malicious. Want to know your BIOS version instantly? Type systeminfo pipefindster/iBIOS. Boom. BIOS version, manufacturer, release date. Super helpful before updating your motherboard. DISM. This stands for Deployment Image Servicing and Management. Type this, DISM /online /cleanup-image /restore health. If SFC scan now from part 1 can't fix corrupted files, DISM goes deeper. It repairs the Windows image itself. Run this before running SFC for maximum system repair power. Want to open programs through CMD? Check this. And finally, the command I promised at the start of the video. Type curl assi.live/rick and you'll see a live animation right in your terminal, which is pretty crazy. To stop it, just press Ctrl+C. Now if you replace Rick with Parrot, you'll get a different animation. Try donut, type Maxwell, or any other word, and you'll see new styles each time. You can keep changing the name to explore different animations, and you can even change the colors to customize how it looks. Subscribe to HP Tech Matters if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. And if this video hits 2,000 likes, I'm dropping part 3 with even more advanced commands.